Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show, we've got a review for FerrariWorld, located in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Now, this is a park which obviously has the world's fastest roller coaster, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's just say that this park is actually pretty massive and really cool looking. Huge indoor park with a couple of roller coasters which poke outside, which is a very strange concept in some ways. It's a very cool park, incredibly tidy, really easy to get in. Clearly, a lot of time, money, and effort is used to maintain this park. Huge props there. It's also quite well themed and very picturesque and pretty. Looks really good. As I said, some effort is used in this park, right? So with that being said, effectively, so park appearance, excellent. Let's get on with the world's fastest roller coaster. And oh boy, as you can imagine, the launch is spectacular and just generally forceful, powerful, packs a punch. Eye-opening. Thank God for protective glasses and stuff like that. The launch of that ride is stunning. The rest of the ride, I will be honest, I think would probably run a lot better if it wasn't effectively in winter. It was still nice and warm and sunny and stuff like that, but I can imagine that ride running really nicely, in the summer and stuff like that. Still got a little bit of airtime here and there. Still actually a pretty long and enjoyable ride. That it wasn't exactly terrible or anything like that. It was, generally good fun. I'd highly recommend going on the world's fastest roller coaster. Definite big thumbs up for that one. Let's move on to Flying Aces, their other, I would say, major roller coaster at this park. And I will be honest, think I enjoyed this more. Generally speaking, quite a nice amount of airtime. Really good drop. Lots of lateral forces, lots of movement. Overall, I thought the theming and stuff like this ride was really cool. I love the the idea of it as well. Overall, excellent stuff. Let's move on to some of their other coasters. Effectively, they do or will at some point open Mission Ferrari, which obviously will give this park a nice fifth coaster. They then obviously have a family coaster and Turbo Track. I will say actually Turbo Track is one of the strangest launch coasters ever in some ways. It's both really cool and odd. The fact that you kind of sit the seating arrangement's pretty weird, like there's 3 across and stuff like that. I will be honest, the main downside of this park is just also the fact that it has a bit of a lack of rides other than the major coasters. It probably could do with a couple more thrill rides, a couple more family rides. Obviously it could potentially do with like a lot of more rapids or something like that, or it could potentially do with like a drop tower. It used to have one. It's where Turbo Track is now. So I do appreciate that they have effectively prioritised coasters, which is probably fine, but I think it could be better. What I will also say is this park has, or appears to have anyway, a lot of room to expand, especially outside the perimeter. So I could see them very much continuing to do the idea of building their coasters out of the main structure. So I reckon that will happen again in the near future, and hopefully so. I'm going to give a huge mention to the food, by the way, at FerrariWorld, because oh my god, is it not only massive, but it's also actually really tasty, and it says a lot to make it into one of the videos, so I'm going to bring it up. But for some reason, the fries, chips, whatever you want to call them, are absolutely amazing. I don't know what they do to them, but they are really good. As I generally felt sad when I had to leave some because the meal was just too big. This park is, generally speaking, really nice, really pretty, really easy to get in, easy to get round. The rides are really good, operations were pretty smooth, even though they were running one train for pretty much everything. It thankfully wasn't too busy, and the dispatches were at least somewhat quick. And also what they did is whenever there was a breakdown or such, they actually tried their best to actually explain and tell you why and how long it would be and what was happening and stuff like that, and keep you informed, which a lot of parks just, I think, fob you off of it. So it was absolutely amazing that they actually kept you in the loop. Little pun there for you as well. Generally speaking, I would highly recommend going to this park. Unfortunately, it's a park that I probably won't be going back to for a while, simply because they need some new stuff. Effectively, managed to get it all done in a day, and I will be honest, I think you'll get it done really quickly. Night rides are really cool. Thankfully, the park was open quite late, so if I'm going to summarise it, I think it has great food, it looks good, it's easy to get in, it's reasonably priced and stuff like that. The rides are pretty decent. You get pretty good value for money, and I will be honest, I think it's an overall probably 7 or 8 out of 10 park. Obviously, it would need a few more thrilling attractions in the future to bring me back, but with those, there's space. There's obviously they have the money for it, so generally speaking, big thumbs up. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'd recommend if you haven't been there, go and you'll have a great time. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next video, and I hope you've enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content.